Nexus Learning has become the heartbeat of our institution. It's about engaged, active learning, collaborative learning, real-world problems. It's about understanding how the world functions. This makes for an innovative atmosphere. Innovation in teaching leads to better student learning. And when we say it's at the heartbeat, it is the heartbeat of the institution.
By bringing together great thought that leads to very decisive action. That's what the core of innovation is, pushing the boundaries.
In designing our Nexus Learning education, the real world is our guide.
It's about working in teams.
We create a multidisciplinary team of our students.
Engineers, business people, designers working together.
And we unleash them.
We're preparing them for these job classifications that haven't even been invented yet.
Our commitment to our students is that they will graduate with a set of skills, an understanding, an ability to deal with problems in the world that will give them a cutting edge.
That edge is the edge that I think is going to tip the scale in their favor in the marketplace. They not only hit the ground running, they're running at full speed when they leave here. They're ready to do what we're asking them to do in industry.
I was contacted over a year ago by Martha McGinnis from TD Bank, and she was my student about 6 years ago. They brought up this idea of getting students involved in designing a bank of the future for the millennial generation.
We are the generation that will be using this bank in 2020.
So we set the project up to be a competition.
For the winning team, they actually go to Toronto, and they are presenting their vision for the Bank of 2020 to TD Bank.
This project allowed the interiors and the architecture students to get together as teams and work for a real-life client, TD Bank.
So it really helped us collaborate with other students.
To get all different sides and points of views.
It's interdisciplinary, it's collaborative, it's sustainable design.
Philadelphia University is really pushing their students to step out of the box.
This is an opportunity while they're in school to actually experience what they will be doing in their profession. On a very simple level, that's Nexus Learning.
Federal Mogul has been a great partner.
They have given us a material to work with.
This great core technology where they take industrial waste cardboard and they have a process to make a new product out of it, and they have a product that they sell.
And we said, can you take this material, develop a new product with it, maybe in a new market? We gave them basically a real-world scenario.
There's design issues, there's engineering issues, business model issues.
But they've also given students the framework that they use to follow to develop a product in a corporate sense.
There are 8 teams, and they started with 4 or 5 ideas each.
Again, it's a great example of learning at the Nexus, where you bring certain people together.
I think working on a project like this is exactly what I would like to do in the real world. I like pushing creativity to the limit, and I like working in a collaborative team to do that.
The ideas that came back to us from the student teams were so innovative.
They have proposed solutions. They've described what the business case would be. They've taken a look at some of the engineering realities, and they've taken a look at some of the attraction required through the design elements to try to make these products make sense to a broad market.
Nexus Learning is bringing the real-world experience to what is essentially a college education.
We went down to Honduras for a week and provided healthcare to communities in need.
Students have to understand how political, social, and economic issues in Honduras have created the situation that they find themselves in.
Most of them have probably never traveled to a foreign country, let alone a place that is very, very poor.
We teamed up with Global Brigades, which is a nonprofit organization, and with their help we were able to fundraise and raise medications.
We wanted to make a big impact. We had multiple majors and interests in healthcare represented. With a project of this magnitude, there was collaboration everywhere.
They learn about society, they learn about conflict, they learn about cultural difference in ways that we simply can't do in the classroom.
We're active and we're learning about the fields that we're interested in, and also incorporating other fields that, we didn't even know we could be interested in.
Nexus Learning is extremely valuable because there's a huge difference between in the classroom you hear something, you try and visualize it in your head, but this is taking it a step further. It's one thing to learn something, but it's completely different to do something.